Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's review, let's take a look at the 2026 Toyota Supra Final Edition. This model also features the GT4 style package, so it's finished off in matte black and has a lot of nice other goodies to it. So let's start underneath the hood, where this is powered by the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder turbocharged engine. This model here is paired to the 6-speed manual. It pumps out 382 horsepower, 368 pound-feet of torque. It's rear-wheel drive, weighs in around 3,400 pounds. The manual will do 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds. It also has a top speed of 155 miles an hour, and it has a fuel capacity of 13.7 gallons. You'll expect to see 19 miles per gallon in the city and 26 out on the highway. This also has a wheelbase of 97.2 inches. Its overall length is 172.5. It has a width of 73, a height of 55.1, and its ground clearance measures in at 4.5 inches. Now, with the GT4 style package, this comes with the carbon fiber red painted mirrors. There's also the GR badge on the side, the matte black, which is a really nice color for this model. And it also features larger Brembo front brake rotors, which are 14.7 inches. It also has the 6-piston calipers up front, finished off in red. Now there's also reinforced rubber bushings for improved rigidity. There's also EPS tuning and increased front downforce and enhanced aerodynamics. So this is definitely something that is going to be very fun out on the track, which we will be doing later in today's video. Now, working our way up front for the Supra in general, you'll notice that there's the large opening in the lower section where there's also parking sensors. You'll notice LEDs for the lighting with a really nice design. These trim accents are not functional. Would be nice to see that, however, especially with the GT4 package on it. And you'll notice there's gloss black for this lower section right here. So that's a really nice contrast. You'll notice too, this section right here is the improved aerodynamics for up front. So that is an added piece there. And then this also features a very large hood. There are trim accents on the rear section as well, and a really nice design flowing down that. Now this also comes with the matte black wheels, which have a really nice design to them. You'll notice the lower side skirt pokes out a good bit. There's the red mirror caps, which is really cool, along with gloss black underneath. And with the GT4 package, there's also the wind buffing kit on the inside of the mirror. That was an issue with previous Supra models when you have the windows down, but Toyota has addressed that with this package here. You'll also notice this large trim accent right here, which is not functional, but it gives it a really nice design for the lower section of that door. GR has a great look to it, and you'll notice just how wide this rear fender arch is for the back of the vehicle. Gives it almost a wide body design for this factory vehicle. Now this also comes with a carbon fiber ductile spoiler on the trunk lid there. You'll notice the Supra badge is blacked out. There's the dual exhaust along with all the parking sensors, and then a gloss black for the entire lower diffuser there. Now, in order to gain access to the trunk, since I don't currently have the key on me, you do have to push this button here, or you can use the key fob. There is no control on the back of the vehicle, which would be very nice to see. Now, once in back, I'd say you have a good bit of storage. You'll notice the speaker system just behind the front seats there. And then of course, this cover is removable and you can fit in some taller items if needed. So for being a 2-seater, it's actually pretty practical for the amount of room and items that you can place in the back. Now, as we work our way to the interior, this has a pretty basic door panel, but you have lock and unlock. Your window controls, side mirror adjustments are power folding. There's the JBL audio. You have that trunk release. There's also some storage behind that. And then with the Final Edition, this is limited to 1,300 units. So you'll see that plaque on the driver's side. Toyota Supra is also down on the door sill. And then this model also has the red seat belts and a really nice design for these sport bucket seats. They have some of the alcantara and then the leather and stitching, and all of the automatic adjustments and memory seating controls are located down below. And then as we hop in now, you'll notice this has a leather steering wheel. On the right side, there's mode. You have volume, Bluetooth, and voice commands. And then on this left side, you have cruise control settings. Now, to the left, there's also all the headlight adjustments along with a dimmer switch. You get one air vent. We will start this up where we can put it into neutral with my foot on the brake and the clutch. We can start it up. you'll notice fuel is on that left side, and then right in the middle you have the tach, what gear you're in, and then some more information within that screen where you can use the top of the turn signal. So just push on that and you can toggle through some of the information in that lower section there to pull up those vitals as needed. And then when you have your phone paired and the navigation on, I believe that will pop up in the back of that screen as well. And then with the infotainment system here, it is a touchscreen system. So you can go through all of this, or you can use the dial down below. So borrowed from BMW, we have some of that similar technology. So you can use all of these shortcuts as needed and quickly get into, when you have your phone paired, of course, you can further get through all that information. Now there's air vents underneath that. You have your presets along with volume and tuning. And then underneath that, another LCD screen for your climates. So you can get into your fan speed, temperature, the heated seats, along with a few other of the AC controls. Now there is wireless charging down below, along with some auxiliaries. And then with the manual, simply push it to the left and forwards, and you can bring up the backup camera along with the sensors there. And then of course you have the rest of the 6 gears. Now there is also an engine start stop. When you push it into sport mode, that will actually change slightly on the top of the tach there. And then behind that, there's parking sensors, traction control, a safety system. There's also the e-brake. Your center armrest also houses 2 cup holders. You get a little bit of storage in between the seats, and then a locking glove box with plenty of storage down below. Now you get garage door buttons up top with the rear view mirror, and then dome lights are in the headliner. Now this also has that double bubble design to it, so it will give you a little bit more headroom with the helmet, which is nice. And then here's a look at visibility, where yes, there's a bit of a pillar there, but when you get behind the wheel and you put a few miles on this, it's really not all that bad to be able to see over both shoulders. So now let's get this Supra out on the track and see how it drives. So as we get behind the wheel for the Toyota Supra, we're in a 2023 model year. This has the 8-speed automatic, which Toyota recently introduced the manual. So for its introduction, the 8-speed automatic was the only option to get. So we are going to test really the handling as well as the acceleration and compare it with the 2026. This definitely doesn't feel like it has the steering that it should. It's interesting to see. I just got out of the GR Corolla, and honestly, that felt a lot more planted than this. So I'm interested to get behind the wheel of the 2026 and see the differences. But with this automatic, we still have a fun transmission, very quick. It's a very good automatic for this car. You can feel or hear the pops in that exhaust too, but the steering, it feels much different for sure. I mean, it's still direct, it corners well, and we have a good bit of acceleration and power to get up to speed here, and brakes are going to do a great job, as you would expect. I mean, it still feels pretty composed. I mean, slowing down from 100 there felt pretty good. And as we go through these twisties, it does feel like it kind of floats a little bit, which is very interesting to say. But I felt like the GR Corolla, at least the 26 model year, felt a lot more composed than this. But let's hop into the 2026 Supra now and see the changes that they've made over the years. All right, so behind the wheel now for the Final Edition with the 6-speed manual transmission. So I know we have auto versus manual, but those are the options for today. And I really want to talk about the steering because just, again, going from the GR Corolla to the 23 Supra, it was a big difference. But now that we're in the 26, I can feel a huge difference with the steering. This makes me feel a lot more comfortable, for sure. The rigidity, the stiffness, how composed it is, coming in a little hot there. But the steering feel, what a night and day difference compared to the 23. I mean, I can take these corners a little bit faster just because of how composed feeling it is. And with the manual, it's very easy to drive. So clutch pedal super light, shifter's engaging. I don't even have to look down at the shifter because it's very easy to use. Let's get up to speed like we did in the auto. Got a little bit faster, about the same as the automatic. And we're just going down to third gear today. I will say it's a little bit hard to see over that passenger side to place that around corners, but I mean, you get used to it the more that you drive it, of course. But hands down, the steering feel, what a night and day difference. This is so much better feeling to really handle these corners. Wow, I'm super impressed. Supra impressed. Definitely a great handling Final Edition for the 5th gen Supra. What a car. Absolutely phenomenal. A great send-off, if that is true. Hopefully Toyota comes out with something new, but man, that was a night and day difference between the 2023 and a 2026. Incredible. All right, so one last final lap in the Final Edition Supra, and it's phenomenal to see the changes that Toyota was able to make from the 2023 I just drove to this Final Edition. And now we're in a different Final Edition, so we went back to the matte black one here. And now that I've had a hot lap with a professional driver in the GR Corolla, take a look at that video, I'm going to try to follow his line as best I can in the Supra. But such a phenomenal car. I mean, this is something that obviously Toyota partnered with BMW on. We have the B58 engine, which gives you reliability and performance all in one for this sports car. It's one of the best cars you can buy for the money, to be honest. And my brother's owned 2 of them. So if you want to see everything possible with the Supra, take a look at that playlist. But such a fun car, and boy, does it handles incredibly well. Red line, woo, wow. I mean, you don't even know that we're going these speeds. It's phenomenal. Getting some tire chirping, coming around the turns, but we're not losing any grip. I believe these are the stock tires. And taking these corners well. I kind of wish the seats had a little bit more bucket support to them, but they're definitely more of a comfortable seat for sure. But for track driving, I could see them maybe with the GT4 style pack that this one has. Maybe it'd be cool if that was an option, or would have been an option for this. But Supra, phenomenal car. Really cool to be able to experience them back to back and see how far Toyota has come. But that is going to wrap it up for this 2026 Toyota Supra Final Edition. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up. What a phenomenal time with Toyota here at Sonoma Raceway, getting to check this out. Be sure to give this a huge thumbs up and smash that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I'll see you all in the next video.